Hi, Bronco. Pretty excited about this particular drawing. I like this style truck, so it's kind of exciting to draw this. Alright, let's get started. So, I've got my reference photo here. I've got another version on my iPad so I can zoom in or whatever I need to do. Just going to start around this back window. I'm seeing some white spots here, pretty light. Just draw in what I see. Did a little less detail in my line drawing than I normally do, intentionally tonight. I feel like this truck leads itself more to, on the fly, draw what I happen to see, so that's what I'm going to do. What's up, Roper? How you doing? Man, you caught me early this time. Barely got anything drawn and you showed up. I'm alright with that. How you doing tonight? You drawing anything exciting or new? I haven't been drawing for a while, and then started last week a little bit. Getting back in the swing of things with this new studio that I've set up. That's mostly what I'm excited about, using this new studio space I have. Man, this has been great. Just great. You know, it's like clockwork. I started a live stream. The dog comes in, sleeps under my desk, and it starts snoring. If anybody's got a good webcam or good audio setup that'll get dogs snoring out of my feed, I sure could use it. I don't know if y'all can hear that or not. He's snoring really loud over here to my right side. I missed the last two done painting first gen Dodge. That's cool. Very nice. I think this might be the first time I've drawn a Bronco. Believe it or not, I love Broncos. Actually was on the wait list for one of the new Broncos, but I had to turn it down. Oh man, the dog's snoring now. He's making like whooping sounds. Anyway, I had to turn it down. They kind of did a like bait and switch type thing. The price that it was going to be wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be, so we ended up getting our money back on the new Bronco. Didn't get it. I do like the new ones though. They're not, I know they catch a lot of heat. I like the full-size new ones. The sports are not necessarily my favorites. But that said, my wife's daily driver is a Jeep Renegade, so it's not much better. And not the cool Renegade, like the old 70s Renegades. No, we're talking about exactly what you think it is. The new ugly Renegades. What's up? them Quintosh. I don't know how to say your name, man. I just saw you pop in on TikTok. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I butchered your name. This double mirror on this one kind of throw me a little bit. Got like big mirror and then a big round mirror underneath. I don't think that's factory. Could be wrong. Just don't think so. I remember seeing one like that before. I'm excited to get to the front of this one, I'll be honest. The front of this one to where it's going to be at. Trying to fill in everything on this back half that I can that's white, and then I'll move on to some more stuff. Man, dog, you were really snoring. I don't know if that's coming through or not. Can y'all hear a dog snoring? Bronco Sport. The only thing I don't like about it is the engine. If you have the brakes on at a stoplight, it automatically shuts off when you go, it turns back on. Yeah, our Jeep does that, our Renegade. It's not a bad thing. It really is not. You know, I was always concerned that it would, like, battery would die. You know, what then? But they I guess they have stuff built in now so that it keeps, if your battery is low, it won't shut off. I don't know how that works. I'm not a mechanic. Please just play one on TikTok. We looked at the Bronco Sports too. Just, I don't know. It's not the vehicle I wanted. Nothing against them. I just didn't want it. We already got that Renegade, and I thought that's just a little too close in like size and what it does. So it didn't make sense for us. All right. Trying to see what else I've missed here. I feel like there's a little highlight right there that I've missed, and then slight bit of shading right there. I'm going to try to do everything back here now in the black. We'll do the blackest parts first, and I'll come back and hit the rest. As far as I can see, there's quite a bit of this whole section here, yeah, looks pretty black. It's just like a gray right here. And it goes back to black underneath here. And on down to gray. We're not hitting that right now, so just trying to outline what is black, what is not. There's a really bright line across there. I want to make sure I keep that, or at least make it so I can fill that in a little bit. The gulping of the dog, but not much snoring. Yeah, he's got this weird thing. He dreams a lot, and he'll be laying there, and you hear whoop 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 whoop, and he'll be like gulping and slurping, and then next thing you know, he'll like start running in place. And one time he got up and started running across the room, just once. I think he learned his lesson on that. He didn't go too far, but he looked really stupid doing it. Now, my issue is going to be this here and this here are about the same tone, and they barely show up to each other. So I'm going to put just a little streak of white around here, just enough that it separates this deep shadow underneath it here. Fade down to a very, very light gray there at the bottom. Perfect. All right, I'm going to sharpen this. I don't know what to do with these shadows on this thing yet. My issue that I'm going to have when I get to it, I see it happening already, is the shadows will run off the right side of the page because they're extremely like steep shadows. This picture was obviously taken at night sometime, like pretty late at night or late in the evening, or in the morning, one or the other. And the sun is hitting extremely hard from this side, which is making some cool stuff on this side. These highlights that we see. I just know it's going to cause me trouble in the shadows. So I'm thinking I'll probably just have the shadow run off the right side of the page. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know yet. I really don't know yet what to do with that. I'm just going to play it out and see where she goes. Hey, I appreciate the likes over there on TikTok, y'all. Appreciate y'all watching over on YouTube also. I just appreciate all my fans, you know. You guys taking time out of your day to come watch me makes my day. And I appreciate it. So, you are appreciated today. So I find that I need to catch myself slowing down just a little bit on the shading side of things. I need to just take my time. I'm going to come in here to the darkest stuff first. I'm going to blend that out so it stays nice and dark. We'll come back in a little bit. We'll hit the lighter stuff. I might get a different stump for that so that it's not like all this super black in here. It's kind of cleaning itself off as I go, so I think I'm good to keep going. This is my favorite part. This is when you start to be able to see, you know, the shapes start coming together a little bit. That's looking pretty good. I see you play guitar. I do. I mostly play bass nowadays. I find bass more relaxing. I play at my church. And yeah, I play guitar, bass, and a few other things, but not much of anything else. So. And also, if you're not seeing these comments when I reply to them, I'm on 2 different platforms right now. I've got my TikTok stream over that way, and then I've got my YouTube stream coming straight down on top. So, if you don't like the view you're getting, you can pull it up on both or one or the other and see whatever you want to see, like a smorgasbord of drawing excellence, or whatever you call this. Not really excellence, average drawing. Okay, rear tire done. I'm going to move my paper forward here. I just got a piece of tracing paper covered over so I don't smudge the wrong things with my hand. The whole key to everything I do is smudging the right places and not smudging the wrong places. If I can figure that out, then these drawings turn out. If I can't figure that out, well, they look terrible. Window is very dark. I think it's open in the picture. Just create an even darker. There's like no reflection at all on this this window if it is not open. So I think right now my break point's going to be this door, sort of. Seeing a reflection here in the paint of the mirror, I think it is. It's creating some weirdness that might be difficult to draw. Difficult, not possible. I'm just going to keep shading this up a little bit while I'm going. I can lift up my paper and keep going so that I don't lose it. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, now back to this. What's up, Groovy? How you doing, buddy? If you're on TikTok watching and you want to see somebody with some real art talent, go follow Groovy over there. Groovy Ideas is quite amazing. Anyway, there's that. Currently, if you're on TikTok watching, I'm also on YouTube. I've got a top-down camera here looking straight down on. Gives a little bit better perspective. If you're interested, or stay where you're at. I don't really care. You do what you want. You do you. Alright, so there's a antenna right here, and this is going to be difficult to draw, I think. It's going to be difficult to keep it bright white, but it's got a super reflective sun hitting it right now. And I'm going to screw it up. I'm going to try not to. But I'm going to, and that'll fix it. I'll probably screw it up again. I'll probably forget to fix it. And y'all can come on my thing later and be like, I see you screwed up the antenna. And then I'll fix it one last time. It's just how things are going to work here. As long as we got that understanding, we're all good, right? A lot going on right in here. A few spots. Just a lot going on. Right. Oh, good, and thanks, and you. Oh, I'm good. I'm doing great. Finally got some motivation back to start drawing again. I've had some tough times at work, and it's just been to that point where I was drawing at the same desk that I'm working at, because I'm working at home most of the time now with the new position in my company. And next thing you know, I have no ambition to draw, because the chair up the desk I've been sitting at for 12 hours a day to do work is the same chair I draw in, and well, it's just not fun to draw anymore. So I'm getting that back though. I got this new studio set up, got a separate area now for drawing and working. And man, it's been really nice. Really nice. Looking good, thanks so much. It's kind of difficult to see from that angle, but it's the best angle I can get with my phone and still be able to read the comments, which is kind of important to me, to be able to interact. Sometimes I just want to come on here and not talk to anybody. I guess that's an option I have, but it doesn't feel like my style. liking that. Let's come on up to here. I'm going to go over the antenna without trying to destroy it. So we just had a whole conversation about that antenna, that I'm going to destroy it, right? So you're drawing a Ute pickup. Yeah, it's a 1979 Bronco. Not my normal drawing, but it's fun. Ute. That's a word I don't hear over here in the States too much. I've heard it. Ute. I guess that's like a sport utility vehicle. Quick way of saying it. Alright, let's stop there and blend her out. That's what we call them in Australia. That's right. Y'all talk funny down there. I always forget. I'm just kidding. It's good stuff. I'm always amazed at you know, something that has become very obvious of the different things people call different things around the world. And I grew up on a farm, and you know, I talked to some of my fans from Europe, and they start talking about tractors, and it's almost like a whole different language. You know, different things are called different things. Oh man, it must be coming to spring. I got some Canadian geese flying over. I don't know if y'all can hear them. They're honking out there. Honk, honk. And that, my dog's snoring over here. We got sounds of wildlife everywhere. Hey, thanks for the share. Is it Bronco or Blazer? I can't see well. It's a 79 Bronco. You'll be able to tell when I get to this part over here, because that's where the front end is. And that's going to really give it away. I would agree, at the point where I'm at right now, it's tough to see. If you join me over on YouTube, though, you can see the top-down view, and you can definitely tell it's a Bronco. Also, on my YouTube, the title says 79 Bronco, so people can tell much easier over there what it is. Good question, though. Might have to find something to draw tomorrow night. My wife's got a concert she's going to. She's going to see Billie Eilish. And I graciously said, no, I don't want to go. So she's going. Her and my daughter's going. I've heard it's the concert of the year, but I don't want to see it. Doesn't interest me much. Nothing personal, just doesn't seem like music to me. Oh man, I'm gonna tick off all the Billie Eilish fans on here. That's alright. Yeah, it's brightening that up a little bit. I'll have to come back to that. I'm not seeing it right now, but I think I got to get the rest of it in before I can actually see what I'm doing there. I don't know. It's a weird reflection there with the sun hitting straight on. Tractors 193. Thanks for sharing my life. Appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, thank you everybody for those 1,000 likes. I've been over here drawing and not paying attention to the likes, but I've got 1,000 likes. It's pretty good. Appreciate y'all. Tap that screen and get it going, buddy. There's gotta be people out there that like Fords, right? Alright. Alright, like I said, I'm going to hold off on the shadow for now. I think I'm going to do the shadow. I wouldn't be disappointed with myself if I just erase it too. But I think I need it. Okay, let's move over a little more. I guess I'll move all the way to that. Let's go a little further. Let's do the whole windshield for right now. Do the top of the cabin windshield. That's what I'm going to hit. Alright. This is a weird reflection too. I don't know how it's going to translate to charcoal. Let's try it. Weird reflection. It's right here. Very easy little thing. Hey, go over there and lay. You're gonna get tangled in my cords over here. It's not a good spot for you. Why don't you go over there and lay? Dang dog. They can hear your tail, I'm sure. You're wagging at a mile a minute here. For those who didn't catch it earlier, I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to my dog, who happens to be sleeping under my desk and wandering around now, getting tangled in cords. You know, I changed my new studio. There's only like 3 cords now that actually dangle anywhere. Everything else is all tied up and pretty nicely organized. But this dang dog likes to get a hold of those 3 cords and trip over them. They're not even a spot he should be walking at all. They're like behind the desk, underneath of a table. You know, that table has my memorial for my dad with some of my dad's ashes on it. I know he's going to knock that over. Now I'm going to have my dad all through my carpet here. That's just not going to be good. Let's put a little white in here. I have 2 border collies. What are yours? This one here is a black lab. He's a purebred black lab hunting dog. We'd like to say he was a hunting accident. His mom and his dad found each other on a hunt and then came home with him in her belly. So he's a happy little hunting accident. My other dog is a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, Cocker Spaniel mix. I tell you what, those are good dogs. I mean, just very pleasant, happy dogs all the time. So Groovy, do you ever sell any of your art, or you just do it for fun? What type of, what do you do with your art, I guess? You got some really good looking stuff. I like that older stuff you was doing with the vehicles was just top notch. That Shelby that you did is my favorite, I think, by far. What do you do with your art? Because I'll be honest, I'm running out of space for my stuff. I've sold some pieces, I've commissioned some pieces. I'm still running out of room for it. Any suggestions on that? Should I sell more? Should I just throw it away? What should I do with it? People have been telling me, well, why don't you just give it away to the person you drew it for, and then you start adding up shipping costs and everything. It's like, I can't afford to do that. I'd love to. I sure can't afford to. Hey, remember how I said I was going to mess up the antenna? I don't think I did. I have like 73 Highboys. It's my dream truck. Nice. My dad had, oh, I don't remember what year that was. He had a 70s service truck. Ford. I don't remember what year that was. It was a heck of a truck. I do remember that. Yes, I do, and I remember that I was going to draw you a Shelby Cobra concept. I love Cobras. They're my favorite vehicle ever. I think if I ever become an overnight millionaire, I would buy a Cobra. Be the first purchase I made, and I think I'd even, not even a real Shelby. I think I'd probably just get a kit car, build it myself. That would be the dream, for sure. That would be the dream. Love Shelbys. Okay, well that'll do for now. We might have to work with that a little bit. I'm gonna have to find an eraser here. Got some pretty dark smudging up here. Normally I do this after the video, but it's just harsh. Smudged in the wrong spot. Close enough. That'll get it for now. Alright. Back at it. Haven't been drawing cars and trucks for a while. Need to do some soon. I also love tanks too. Here, I tell you what. Why don't you draw a Ukrainian tractor pulling a Russian tank? That would be a cool drawing. I don't know about you, but that's been all over my TikTok lately. These Ukrainian farmers stealing tanks. It's entertaining. I don't know if it's propaganda or what it is. I don't really care. It's just entertaining when you see a farmer pulling a tank down the road. I mean, that's just awesome. That's just awesome. That'd be a good drawing, though. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. That'd be cool. Maybe it's too political. I don't know. Can we see the drawing so far? Yeah, I guess I can show you this. Let's see if I can do this without ending my life by accident. That's what we got so far. 79 Bronco. That's what it's supposed to look like. And that's what it looks like so far. Alright. I'll put this back hopefully without ending the live. You get to see my handprint. Let's see if we can find a better angle. Let's move a few things around here. Got to be a little bit better angle I can get you guys. Is that better? Looks a little better, maybe. Alright. Is there a Blazer or a Bronco? That's a 79 Bronco. Tough to tell till we get the nose on her. Very similar back ends. Also, I'm not putting the Ford logos on, so some people won't be able to tell even after it's done. I don't put logos on any of my stuff. I just don't want to risk getting sued by the car company. Very rarely will you see the name or logo on there. If you do, it's going to be right there like that, just a white glob. And that's intentional. Just so I don't get sued. I don't want to be sued, because that would suck. to get sued. I don't own the copyright, the trademark rights to the vehicle. If they wanted to be jerks, they could come in and say I didn't have the rights and I'm profiting off their name. It happens all the time. It's a legal kind of nightmare because there's precedent set on both sides that it's legal, it's not legal, the whole copyright thing, that artists can do it, artists can't do it, and it's just, without me getting a lawyer, I stay away from it. You can go all over the internet and find out what the internet lawyers say, but in reality it really depends on what the judge feels like that day, and the judge in the particular district that you're getting sued at, how they see things. And it's just an area that I stay away from. So I'll always make a little change of some sort to my vehicles. So, because like some of the old tractors, even John Deere has been very bad or good, depending on how you look at it, on suing people for using the likeness of their tractor, because they own the copyright of what that tractor looks like. And yeah, I don't have lawyers like John Deere does. So even if the case would be thrown out by a judge, I couldn't even get a lawyer enough to defend it. So it would just be me going bankrupt. I don't want to do that, because it doesn't sound like fun, I'll be honest. So my drawings are inspired by, this is inspired by a 79 Bronco. It's not a 79 Bronco, because I can't draw a 79 Bronco without the risk of being potentially sued. Hope that makes sense. Alright. What's your first drawing of? My dad's, well, okay, so I've been drawing since I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old. I don't remember my first one. It was probably either a Ninja Turtle or a baseball player or a tractor. That's the three things I would have drawn. But when I got to be a little bit older and actually tried to start drawing more realistic, the first thing that I picked up was my dad's tractor, which is a 1952 Farmall Super M. And I've drawn that tractor now, I think 6 or 7 times, different ways. He's changed it a few times before he passed away. He changed it a few times, and I redrew it, and then at his funeral I took a picture and I drew that. So I've drawn that several times. That's the first, and anytime I take on a new style of art, when I decided I was going to try to do the colored pencils for a while, of course the first thing I drew was that tractor, Dad's tractor. That's a great question, by the way. Gonna have to do the Ukrainian tractor idea. I'm telling you, I probably shouldn't give that idea away. That's a viral idea right there. I'm just gonna have to do it before you all. No, go for it. Tag me in it. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I want to see it myself. So whether I draw it or someone else draws it, I just want to see it. Been thinking about doing it. I have. I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, that'll be a good one. I'm kind of laughing just thinking about the drawing right now. I feel like it could go viral. It could definitely go viral. Oh, that'd be great. Alright, what do y'all think so far? I think I need to darken up this door a little. Maybe lighten up back here a little. Really darken that door up, because it's lighter than the front and it's lighter than the back. That's a little better. I like the fender. I like the way this turned out. Do you do newer style tractors or like Model A's and Farmalls? I do all types of tractors. I've done anything from brand new off the showroom floor to extremely old. I did one from 1912. It was a Holt tractor from 1912, and I've done a few that were brand new that I took the picture of at our county fair from a dealer that was showing off what he had for sale. So done a little bit of everything, and that's what I like to do. I like to just do a little bit of everything. It's more fun that way. That dog snoring is getting so loud. Y'all's going to hear it soon if you ain't heard it already. He's like at it. Sounds like he's bulldozing over there. I don't like drawing truck tread, to be honest with you. It's annoying to draw. I fake it a lot because it's annoying. Would be handy on the farm. It's got a PTO. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, if y'all never seen the TV show Jericho, it was from the early 2000s. Great show, but there's a scene in there where a farmer steals a tank from some mercenaries that are coming through his town, and he steals the tank from her, or takes the tank. And it's, what do we do with it? And the mayor of the town's like, throw it in your barn. You never know when you might need a tank. And I feel like that's like playing out right now in the whole Ukraine-Russia deal. You never know when you might need a tank. And that's a great. There's a couple great like one-line little jokes, but not really even jokes in that show. There's another one where they're debating on, they're going out to explore what's around them, and there's armed mercenaries everywhere that could like take them out. And the one guy says, "I'm taking my horse." He's like, "Well, why are you taking your horse? That's ridiculous. Take my truck." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna take my horse because horses don't explode." That's just another one of those lines that stick with me. I haven't seen that show in 10 plus years, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. Horses don't explode. Which is true. Horses don't explode. At least not that I've seen. What's up, Smiley M? Hello, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. How's she looking, Smiley M? You just got here. Give me some feedback. You can say it looks like crap. That's fine. If you want. Those farmers that try to steal tanks with their little tiny tractors. I have. We were talking about that earlier. I want to draw it. It's just funny to me. I mean, there's nothing funny about what's going on because there's a lot of people suffering, but if there's anything funny out of that whole scenario, it's farmers stealing tanks. I mean, that's just amazing. That front tire tread looks like crap. Garbage. To be fair, I said I didn't do very good with that, and I don't. Lighten it up. It'll look better if I smudge it out. There we go. That's better. Better already. Yeah, I like it. That's much better. Still looks like garbage, but it looks like better garbage. Some would say that it's a Ford, so it is garbage. I wouldn't have that experience, though. I've had both garbage Fords and garbage Chevys. I had a Ford Excursion that the body fell off of. I had a Chevy Uplander that went through 2 transmissions in 3 months. So, I might be done with this. Let's say we're done with that for now. I might have to bring it back, but we're done for now. I'll just try to keep my hand up out of the way. We're getting to the part now that I'm excited for, y'all. I want to do this grill. Can't wait to do this grill. I love your art, man. I'll have to have you do my 1988 John Deere 650. That'd be cool. Let's see. No, it's not bad. It's better than I could ever do. All right. Appreciate that. Though you might really suck at drawing, so that might not be a compliment. I'm just kidding. I remember when I was a kid watching Bob Ross on TV, and I would get my crayons out and sit there and I'd draw whatever he was painting with my crayons, and then I'd be upset because it didn't look as good as Bob Ross. And you know, I was a pretty smart kid, but for some reason I couldn't understand why my crayon picture didn't look as good as Bob Ross's. I don't know, maybe I wasn't that smart of a kid. That's dumb now that I really think about it. That's so stupid. Oh goodness. I'd say Mama didn't raise any fool, but apparently she did. This would look so much better if I put some letters on the front. Really would. This might be one of those where I have to break my rule. Yep, that helps. It's barely there. It's good. It's looking much better. Yeah, I agree. For sure, man. Nice. Alright. Now, the moment I've been waiting for. I'm gonna start on this grill. I'm gonna do this grill good. Let's see what I can do with it. Let's take a few ganders over here to make sure I got the right spots for the right things. I think we're good here. Okay. Okay, what's next here? Sorry I'm not talking much right now. I'm just trying to focus on where I'm at. This is like one of the most complicated parts of this vehicle, and this is the part that's either gonna make it look amazing or make it look like complete garbage. Either way. responsible for it. Smudge this out quick. Put these pencils down for a minute. Let's find a better smudger. Doesn't have as much on it. Sand it with some sandpaper. Clear off my blender. Problem. Just watching you draw a car soothes me. Well, cool. Check out my YouTube channel if I'm off of here and you want to watch more of me drawing cars. All my live streams are over there. We've got the top-down camera so you can actually see it a little better too. So keep that in mind. I think that'll look good once I get the rest of the shading in here done. We'll see. This is another one of those where it's not going to look amazing until like the very last moment when I you know, am done, and you know, pull back and be like, "Yep, it turned out." It also soothes me. I will completely forget the world exists while I'm in this little bubble of drawing. Just completely, everything else, all the stress of work and everything else just goes away. I would encourage you, if you get relaxed by drawing, just do it. You know, it doesn't matter if you're good at drawing or not. Just draw something. I like drawing. Also, some tutorials on my YouTube if you're interested in drawing like me. I haven't done as many as I wanted to do, but there's a few on there. Some very beginner methods that involves some tracing, and then there's a little more advanced stuff on there too. Nonetheless, anybody can draw something. My wife followed my tutorials and drew her grandfather's 1967 John Deere 110 very well, I might add. She drew it. So, just remember that TV show from the cooking show from the 90s, Yan Can Cook. His whole premise was, if Yan can cook, you can too. And I kind of feel feel the same way about drawing sometimes. If Clem can cook, draw, you can too. Yep, I tried to make my dad his '05 Chevy Suburban 8.1 and his old '76 Plymouth GTX for his birthday. That's awesome. The best advice I can give to anybody starting out or that wants to get better is don't draw what you think you see. Draw what you actually see. So like here, I just drew that weird shape of whatever that looks like. I don't even know what shape that is. I just know that that's like a rectangle with a little bit of a triangle on the side. You know, if the one I was doing the other night, it had some weird stuff in the background. It was an old picture, and I couldn't for the life of me tell what I was drawing, but you don't have to. And it turned out really well because I just made the shapes that I saw. That's all it takes. Draw what you actually see, not what you think you see. Take an extra minute to look at the shapes inside of stuff instead of just drawing a tire. You know, draw, you know, that oval, then that oval, then that oval, and then these little lines that pop in there. It makes it much easier to draw that way. It's my style. When I draw this, I'm not looking at like drawing the grill on a Bronco. As much as I love this grill, I'm just drawing a bunch of shapes, and hopefully those shapes turn into the grill of a Bronco. Everybody over there on YouTube still doing good? I see a bunch of you in there. Nobody's talking. What's going on, people? It's alright, you can just watch. Too far there. I was looking one way and drawing the other and screwed her up. It's harder drawing cars and trucks versus tractors. No, it's really, well, yes and no. There's different issues with each. Tractors are easy because the tread's very big most of the time. There's not a lot of extremely difficult details to do, but a tractor will also most of them have an open engine compartment, at least the old ones that I draw a lot of times. The engine compartments are difficult to draw because there's a lot of detail in that engine compartment. Trucks, cars, you don't see the engine, so for the most part they're easier to draw, with the exception of the tire treads. Tread on these is a pain in the butt. I drew a tractor with turf tires, lawnmower with turf tires one time. I wanted to like never draw again for a while after that, because it has all the problems of drawing a truck without the joy of drawing a truck. So there's that. It's really just what I'm practiced in. I draw a lot more tractors than I do trucks, so they are more difficult from that side just because I'm not used to drawing them. Okay. doing turf tires. Yeah, you can check out my videos on the John Deere 110. I think it's called, what's it called? A special tractor or something like that. I forget what that video was called, but it was definitely more difficult. And I kind of decided at that point I didn't want to draw any more turf tires. There's a, so it's a stupid little tractor, but I had one that I spent a lot of time on when I was a teenager. It's a Simplicity 707. It's made by Allis Chalmers, little lawnmower. And it's a weird tractor in that it articulates differently. It doesn't have like a front axle that moves. Instead of the front axle moving, the like the entire middle of the tractor articulates, like shifts back and forth. Weird to drive, completely weird. But I had one, I mowed a bunch of yards with it, and it was like, it wasn't the first tractor I owned, but it was the first one that I owned myself that actually had a functioning lawnmower. Because other than that, I had a bunch of pulling tractors, you know, that I would tractor pull with. And I made money off of that tractor quite a bit. And it's a special tractor. Well, somebody sent me a picture of one and asked if I could draw it, and it brought back a ton of memories. And I want to draw that tractor really bad, but it's got turf tires, and the front grill on that thing is a ton of little circular diamonds. I'm not drawing it. I'm not putting myself through that hell. Not doing it. Glad I found your live. Haven't seen you draw in a while. I burnt myself out in November. I took on way too many drawings to do for Christmas gifts for some friends, and I had some people that asked me to draw stuff, and I made good money off of, and I had one person that paid me really well for a couple drawings, so then they asked for a couple more, and I'm like, yes. And then they paid me really well for those. And that, by the time Thanksgiving rolled around, I was completely burnt out on drawings. Just completely burnt out. Didn't feel like drawing anything. Since then, I drew my dad's tractor, I drew my brother's tractor, and I drew one other tractor. But I just couldn't bring myself to do it. At about the same time in early December, I took on some new responsibilities at my job, and you know, I went from being slowing down my professional career to speeding it up. And as part of that, you know, I started working from home more, which was great. I love working from home. It's very well suited for me. But my home desk that I work at was the same desk I was drawing from. There's nothing more deflating than all day working on, you know, 12 hours of work, only to sit down and try to draw. Doesn't work. Alright, I committed to it, y'all. We're putting a shadow under this thing. I just realized with this front end, I've got too much I'm hiding in here. It's not going to look right if I don't, so there's that. We're just going to fade it off the page. Something like that. Give or take. That'll work. I think that'll work. We might erase a little bit of that. Went too far. Just do something like that. Yeah, that's better. So anyway, I've got a new studio set up here, and I'm pretty happy with that. So glad you're back. Me too. I would love for you to do a special one for me, even pay. Just shoot me a message on Instagram with a picture of what you want done, and you know, it helps if you let me know what you're willing to pay. I don't do too many commissions. I've got a few spots open right now that I'd be willing to try to do for the right thing, but to be completely honest with you, I only do stuff that I really want to draw, I can't risk burning myself out again. So hit me up on Instagram. Let me know you're willing to pay, and we can work something out potentially. I've got a huge backlog of stuff though that people's asked me to draw, and so just keep that in mind that there's no guarantees, but we can try. All right, more of that. I feel like I'm getting lost in some of the details over here. I'm trying to rein it in a little bit. Just rein it in. I think it's close enough that I can smudge the rest and get where I need to be. All right, start with my little smudger here. I'm gonna start on the lighter stuff as I do. Try to keep it off the dark stuff as much as I can for a little while, just to keep it as white as possible. I don't really care what color this license plate is. If it gets a little darker, that's fine. But these, I don't know if it's aluminum brush guard here. I want to keep that as white as possible. I want to keep this portion as white as possible. And then I'm going to have to come back through this. I'm going to smudge from the black side to the lighter side to darken these up and give it a little bit of an illusion of texture. So just like this. I want them to look like they're underneath of there, the shades hitting it. So hopefully my hat's not blocking your view from overhead. I'm up a little closer than I normally am to do this. So yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's what I was going for. Oh man, that's it. Still here. You just inspired me to draw some more though. That's awesome. That makes my day when people pick up a pencil and try to draw. That's what I'm here for. I mean, the money's nice. I've made a few bucks. Christmas time I made a ton of money, but burnt myself out doing it. But when people say, "Yeah, you inspired me to do it," yeah, that's the best. That keeps me going. I need to do better here on that bar. I know it. That bar needs a little more love. I'll be able to see the difference. I used to draw some, but not near as well as you. Me too. I used to draw some, but not near as well as me too. And then I got better. That was a joke, but it's true. I didn't always draw like this. What really changed my drawing life is I watched a tattoo artist draw a guitar that is on my left arm. And after watching that tattoo artist, I thought to myself, I can do what he's doing. And I went home and I tried it on paper, and surprisingly his tattooing style transferred really well to paper. And that's where it started for me as an adult drawing. I drew as a kid nonstop. I always had a drawing pad in front of me. I was drawing something constantly, always. And yeah, but as an adult, I had to watch that. Johnny is his name. Johnny, not tattoo artist. You draw a 4455 John Deere tractor? Probably. I don't take requests through the live streams, though. ends up too many people asking for too many things, I forget what I'm drawing. So the best way to do requests is through my Instagram account. Just message me on Instagram if you got something special you'd like to see. I can't do everything that people want. I just can't. I'm only one guy. It's nearly impossible to do everything that everybody wants, as much as I'd want to. I'm trying to remember if I did a 4455 though. I may have already done one. The John Deere's aren't my thing, sorry, but they all kind of blend together. But I feel like I might have done a 4455. I don't really know though. Oh shoot, that's a stabilizer right there. I almost missed it. If I can do something better with this shadow yet, I'll be happy. The shadow looks like garbage. Looks good there. Do something better with this yet. Have to get a darker black, softer lead. Put this back for a minute. If you look at profile, you can do my 4455. Profile's that big on my screen. That big. Can't draw from that. Profiles are really terrible to draw from. I did that for a while. They become extremely pixelated and don't really lend well to drawing. But not counting it out. I'm just saying it's a slim chance that I'll draw anybody's profile picture just because of how small they are. Getting a little better. Got some issues going on here with some of this. Just gotta clean it up and then she'll be fine. Brighten up this brush. brush guard. I think it'll go a long way. A little more separation on this brush guard here. Something. I might just brighten it a little brighter than it is. Something like that. I like it. Add a few more little details here, and then we'll be done. Oh, let's see. That little sparkle there. There's a similar sparkle up here that I didn't quite capture right. Not quite the same, but let's try to make it a little bit in there. Yeah, that'll do. What'd I miss, y'all? There's got to be something I can improve. Just gonna keep working on it for a few minutes here. We're getting close. Starting to realize I keep putting my hat in the way there. Apologize for that. I'm just looking through to see what else I might have missed. I do see one issue. I'm gonna fix that right off. I gotta darken some stuff up here in the back. Alright. All of this in here. Let me get a sharper pencil. I'm seeing some black that's not black enough. Here. All this needs to be darkened up. And then right here, same thing. In front of here. It's just like a whole stripe here that's just not dark enough. Deep line right here. I want to capture. Some of that. Yeah, this is looking better already. Darken this door. I know I've already hit a bunch of this and probably screw some of it up at least a little coming back, but it needs it. Does need it. down here. Okay, now let's darken her up. Still not dark enough. Let's go for something even darker. Y'all seen it too, right? It's not just me. Especially right here. Like, it looks better like that than when I start to smudge it, it lightens itself up. To figure out how not to smudge it out as much, but still get it where it needs to be. See if I got a smudger that's a little darker. Maybe. So I'm just smudging a glob of charcoal up here. I'm going to run my smudger through that first, try to darken up blender a little bit. I'm just doing it on some scrap paper. You get to see my ugly, moly arm while I'm doing that. That's better. There we go. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let me take my eraser here. Just clear off a little bit of this excess garbage. Okay, what do y'all think? Getting close. I'm back. Looks awesome. Thank you. She seems to be popping off the page, especially from the angle we're seeing it on TikTok. She'll look really good once we get her framed up. I would say with that, I'm ready to sign this thing and call her done. Let's sign it right here. Make sure I put the right year on it. 22. Third drawing of 22 done. All right, so that's all I've got for this stream. I'm gonna finish up my YouTube stream now, Gonna jump over to TikTok for a few minutes, talk to people, but otherwise, I'm done. Thank you all for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get a new camera set up here sometime soon so that let's see what I look like. Nobody actually cares anyway. Anyway, that's what I got. Thanks for following, y'all, and I'm gonna go ahead and end my YouTube stream for now. We'll catch y'all later.